Alright, this is another review for an AOS guy. This is Pin. So let's jump into it. I think I was given some information. Let me check real quick while you're still on the bus and everything. Okay. Alright, let's get into it. Speed her up. It's so weird that the gameplay actually gives you a better perspective than the third person right now. Did you see that? It's funny. Okay. Make sure everything's good. Audio's good. Yep. Alright, we're good. So people are dying already. So could be a number of things. Just gonna keep an eye on the kill feed and see what all goes on. So you scouted, saw no one lives with you, you chilling, let's see what the loot path is. So I mean you're in literally the most northern spot on the map. You have to be efficient here in order to get good rotations for next zones. That's not a bad zone for you, to be honest. But yeah, you need to be efficient in a spot like this in order to really, I guess, not get away with it, but not put yourself in a worse spot for being all the way out here. So far, your loadout's been looking really nice. I can't exactly see your loadout because replay. Wow, but yeah, your loadout is looking clean. Okay. So I think part of why people land out here is not only the chests, but there's really good mats, exactly like these pallets, and all the metal around here, and the free shield. So it looks like you're good on all these things already, besides the mats. So really good start here. The loadout is insane. I honestly cannot believe you're not contested. Wow. So, and you find a super chest, as I call them, and you got a huge shotgun. So I'm pretty sure you're 6 minis. I probably could have seen how many chug splashes, but you're probably max. Yeah, you're max chug splashes. You can even grab those. So you're chilling. Charge shotgun. Let's see. I saw you got a good AR earlier. What else do you have? Probably an SMG. That's all I can really think of. So there were peppers in one of the boxes that you broke earlier. I think you should go over there and use one when you start rotating. Wow, launchpad. Dude, what is this place? How many chests are there? Good lord. I was like, alright, he's finally looted all the chests, but nope, I still hear more. Wow. What an incredible landing spot. I can't believe how many chests there are. So what this looks like to me is a spot where you could kind of land, get half of it, and leave without having to force a contest with another solo. So this is interesting to me. Yeah, there was a pepper somewhere around here. If you remember where it was and you eat it before you rotate, that'd be smart, but you could always just bow it or whatever the case is. So wow. Okay, I mean, closest guy is here on the map, but wow, you're really stacked. You got a scar, you got a gold shotgun, chug splashes, minis. I'm not sure what your last time is, but you're looking really good. Okay, so you're actually gonna come up on a fight right now. So I guess this isn't a script. This is probably just an arena. There's my assumption, because most people are doing zone rules. Okay. Let's just look at it real quick. Oh, so you kept the peppers? Wow, that's awesome to see, actually. Let me go back just a second. Sorry, I meant to hit a different button and I hit the map. Okay. Lucky Bloom took the pepper. That's so funny. I like it. Yeah, I mean, you gotta be careful getting knocked down there pretty much every time. When you're just one layer with wood, I'm sure you expected to get knocked down, but you're trying to run fast enough with the pepper maybe to just join that guy's builds. But yeah, let me actually slow it down just a little bit as we get into this fight. You got a box, nice. Yeah, and you recognize it immediately. Really good stuff there. So he makes a very interesting edit. Okay. Cool. Let's try with that. Yeah, your opponent actually is playing this really, really well. He got a really good roof on you there. Okay. You really trying to force your way in there. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind that because of what your loadout is, right? You have the gold tack. I don't mind that at all. Just because of your loadout, you know. You want to get in, take full advantage of what you have. That's, I mean, 99% going to be stronger than what he has at the start of this game. So yeah, I really like to see that. But be a little careful when you were being aggressive. He got that roof over you. I think if he was a little bit cleaner, he could have fully boxed you, it looked like. And at that point, you'd have been in a really bad spot. So just be a little bit more careful with that. I know you're trying to like super get in on his box, but part of piece control is getting your box that you're standing in, yours as well, not just the enemies. So let me explain that a little bit better. When you're trying to jump into an enemy's box and you're trying to make plays and everything like that, let me pause this. Unless you're fighting. Not only are you trying to take the other pieces from the enemy and take all of his builds and that sort of stuff, that's like the basic piece control stuff. You also need to have your own box of piece control. So whenever you can, try to be aware of that. Just so when you're playing aggressive, you also have to have make sure you've taken the right steps to allow yourself to be aggressive. Hope that makes sense. Let's go ahead and get into this fight. So you always start off with early beams. It's very, very, very useful. Don't know why. I guess I'll talk about it in a second. Okay, so this guy's not super good. So, I mean, right now is one of those cases where you have him so low that you don't need to make that box around you to play safe and everything like that. You need to get in, finish his kill as quickly as possible, less third-party action, all that stuff, right? So, you want to be super aggressive, don't want to let him heal, all that stuff, right? So, yeah, you're getting in, you're spraying, and that's pretty much a guaranteed kill every time. So, really good stuff like that. What I was going to say earlier was, I don't know why the crash pad's not working. I think it's something to do with just, like, the weird ground that the farm has. What I would try to do is use the crash pad up on the builds instead of down. I've seen that work a lot as well. I don't know. The crash pads are just inconsistent, so it's hard to say anything like that. So we're going to speed this up. We got a pretty long lapse here. Let me talk about the early game a little bit more. So I think the chest and everything like that is just unbelievably insane, right? You had so much loot to yourself. I'm just concerned about your mats leaving there. I can't see it unfortunately in replay, but when you, gosh, I hate how the map's been bugged recently. When you leave your, it's getting really lit right now. Wait, this is a fight. What happened? let me go and watch this. I'll get back to wait a second. Okay, so third party, the guy on the left as well. So you recognize he's not the best player, right? Because he left himself so exposed. Nice! This is beautiful right here. Really like to see this. This is exactly what I was saying before. Yeah, I kind of see why you don't get a kill here. He's using all of his mats to stay alive. Looks like. I like your mind games. Trying to make him think you're out or something. It's cool. might speed this up until something happens. Alright. So then let me go back from the early game stuff. I'm really concerned about your mat count leaving your job spot because of how far you're going to have to rotate sometimes. I really want you to be a little bit more aware of what are really good mats and what are bad mats at that location. So whenever you're around the good mats, which is basically any brick, wood, or metal that is actually worth the time, you're farming those. So when you rotate out of that position, there are not a ton of mats, it looks like. Gosh, let me go back here and just watch this rotate. This looks rough. So let me watch this one. It looks like there are not a lot of rotation spots for you to go to earn more mats. So you really need to get enough mats to get you through the mid part of the game so that you can pick up more. Because it didn't seem like you had a ton of mats leaving your job spot at the start of this game. So that's just a little something I'm concerned about. I would just do a little bit of due diligence and find out what are the good mats at your job spot and where your possible rotations are based off of where zone goes. Those two things are really big, so I'd really work on those. Just because it can only help, right? It can literally only help you further. So this one's about to move, and this looked rough. So yeah, going down. Do you have to go down the mountain? No, it doesn't look like it. Oof. Yeah, that's rough. Oh gosh. I'm not sure if he meant to crash pad again there. I think he wanted to heal. That's kind of funny. So you're almost in. Just a little bit of a tire peel will do it. You can always get farther into zone. Look at the map down here. You can always get farther into zone just by dropping layers. You could always go forward and dropping layers very, very safely. So if your mat counts just screaming, you know, just really bad, you could easily get in the zone right now by just dropping layers, as long as you have enough mats to box up or something like that. Yeah. Okay. Good. Clean. Yeah, it looked like that second crash pad was not what you wanted to do. Also, I think like crash padding on the side of the mountain might be a little bit risky. You could probably get away with just like a floor below you, a floor above you for a rotation, right? There's gonna be very little amount of people on the side there that were at your level, so you probably could have got away with just a two mat tarp all the way to zone, and save those crash pads for later. I think that would have been the best play here. Okay. So you're looking through your cone, and unfortunately, I cannot look through the cone with you. But I do know that you get a kill in your second, so we're just going to leave it. Oh, no way. Oh, I thought you were going to box the grappler in on you. That would have been sick. So it looks like you either got zone or you're like a hair away. Can't tell. It looks like you got it, though. Nice. I love that. I love that. You can even put a floor. You can even put a floor below you and edit that out as well, just so there's even less angles. Hard mats. You gotta use hard mats here. Yeah, you saw the metal. Good. Whenever you're getting sprayed at, or even if you jump on someone's loot late game that you were held spraying at, you have to, like, you can even just pre-have your hard mats ready, because you know people are gonna be like spraying at you because they're salty that you got the loot, not them, or you got the kill, not them. You know, anything like that, right? So you can just pre-swap your hard mats even in that situation. Let me just 2 times it until the zone closes, and then see what the play is. Unless something happens, then I'll slow it down. Yep, so you're in your code and you're looking around a lot. I really like to see that. Being proactive. Ooh, whites. Let's see how you play this. No, so you spray as much as you can, but it's not really on you anymore. You can't really find this. Oh, he's staying in that box. Yeah, he moves. So it's pretty hard for you at that point. You get zone actually here, so you can keep, if you have enough ammo, you can keep spraying. To be honest, you got zone. You can just pressure the lobby right now still. What you doing? So good. This guy's looking for a box fight. Wow, very aggressive from that guy. Nice try and cap. That was really close to you just getting a free kill there. You put that well. Yeah, this is scary, right? So you can go ahead and pre-place a stair and run below it. Something like that, right? Okay, interesting. Not a bad play at all. Not a bad play at all. Glad you're early on zone now. Let's see what you do with it. Whenever you get this position, this advantageous positioning on the lobby, it's really important to see what you do with it. So nothing's really opening up to you. At this point, nothing's really opening up to you, right? So I would, if you're not in zone, which it doesn't look like you would be, I would keep inching into zone and then turn around and use these old builds that way, because nothing's really opening themselves up to you right now. So I would stay early on zone and have that really good positioning and keep it so where you don't have to like change layers and do anything crazy. The crash pads are pretty trolled. It didn't really work, but looks like you're... Yeah, you should be pretty much in zone by a good margin, to be honest. You're probably in the middle of the zone. Another launch. Yeah, I mean, it's almost always worth to check your head and just take that extra second and use an extra build or two. But honestly, it didn't really matter. I mean, 60 players left right now. It's not the biggest lobby. If there were more, maybe it wouldn't have mattered a little bit more. But at this point, like you're literally chilling. You have to build for a second here, right? So everything's good. Use that edit. You box him in. Oh, if you could have boxed him in there, that'd been perfect. Yeah, you would have gotten that kill for sure. Let me go back, because I mean, just look at the kill feed. You don't find the kill. Just so I can harp on it, you know. I want to help as much as I can. So I'll show you exactly what I was looking for. Okay, so you use right here. When you have this shot, you take the shot, get the hit. You can place a wall through this stair, and then you just whoop, then box them up real quick, break the stair, take the stair, or just go for the shot, put a roof, anything like that. But definitely, I would definitely force this fight when you have all the builds around you and stuff. So yeah, I would definitely look for a piece control kill right here, whether it's, you know, super aggressive like you have been playing or what. But you definitely could have found that, I think. And you almost do here, but yeah, it's just there's too much going on at this point. The ramp's not facing him, so you can't just try to exploit in. Yeah, you just go. Yeah, which is the right play. Oh my goodness. Okay. So you're probably running out of mats right about now. Let's see how you play it. You're playing edge. You're in a safe layer right now. Yeah, you might be out right now. Yeah, playing in the bush. So right now you need to jump in the box. Like you desperately need a kill, and the best way for you to find a kill right now is jumping in the box with that really good shotgun. Unless you have mats. If you have mats to get up this hill, then I guess not. I just can't see. But it's really good aggression here. And you can just stay on him. Good kill. That's great. Oh, let's go. Really good kills here. So you grab floppers. Super smart of you. Gets you a lot of play potential. I'm not sure if you're able to grab all the mats. The zone's going that way, so if you weren't able to grab all the mats, you can now. Yeah, you didn't grab everything. Yeah. Yoink. Good. Good stuff. So, yep. Good. Perfect. Exactly. Make sure you prioritize those extra mats. It really is a game changer. Like, even if the storm didn't go that way, I still would have wanted you to get all those mats. So you look for a flopper play now. I like the timing of this flopper play. I think you could really catch somebody out. What? He was looking at you? No way. This guy knows you're here. You gotta kill so he's healthy. Good kill. No, you should have mats. Okay, so he has proximity, so it's not looking too good. Wow, you were able to block all of them. Really good play right now. Good angle. He's on your builds now. Just off your builds, so far you're playing this really well. go for a play? Oh. That's all your HP doing that. Let's go back. Just a second more. So at this point, what do you have? You probably don't have many builds. You're pretty low on your HP. So you go for a build fight? Maybe you have... I don't know. I think because you actually did use quite a bit of builds to go up. I think you just stay low ground. You stay low ground, spray as much as you possibly can, get all of his builds out. Yeah, I think this play is pretty. Unless you had more floppers, you know, this play is pretty suicidal in my opinion. You just don't have the HP for it to like force a fight that way. I think you need for it to be a closer range fight where he has to like come to you. Like if you spray all those mats out and do something like that, I don't know. I feel like this is really unwinnable in my opinion. You stay low ground, you spray, you build when he's going for shots, and you just play a little slower that way. Maybe he runs out of builds, and at that point, then you're in a way better spot, right? I mean, pushing somebody that has a charge shotgun, you know, is always just really disadvantageous because he can just hold it when you're spraying his builds out. I mean, yeah, there was just so much at the end here. I think you just play low and see what happens. I think that's the best play. Forcing this, I feel like puts you at a worse position than just seeing what happens, which I know sucks. Like as a player, you know, you want to execute, you want to make the right play and everything, but I think that's what you have to do. But this is a good game. I really liked it. Everyone seemed pretty skilled, so this probably was some sort of scrim, something like that, or really high arena. But I really liked it. I'm really scared about the early game though. How that works out if people are contesting you, how the mat count is, everything like that. I'm really concerned about that. Pin, if you could get me another replay, but from your perspective, that'd be great. So I could see everything, right? Your inventory, your mats, even if you talk a little bit like to me, basically, just like in the VOD, that'd be awesome. Just to kind of like get your thoughts and see where you are with everything, and yeah. I'd be really happy to see that because I think the early game is really where things could go wrong for you. I think your loadout is unbelievably insane, right? The chest is just crazy. But what happens when there's one person or two people, maybe even three people contesting there? There's enough loot for that, or at least chests. So like I want to see what happens then. So this is a really good VOD. I think the fights you take are really good. You're good at executing with what you had. I'm not sure how you play with if you have a charge, something like that. So I really want to see more of your play style, and how you play the game. So really good VOD. I hope I was able to help just a little bit. But yeah, I definitely want to see more. I want to see more. So GG's. Have a good one.